What's up, guys? Shem here at 20 Pages, and welcome to part 2 of 12 Rules for Life by Jordan B. Peterson. You are joining me here today by the Fox River. It looks absolutely disgusting. However, this place is very pleasant. This place actually used to be one of my favorite meditation spots, particularly because, surprisingly, there are no bugs right here or right next to the water. I mean, yeah, they are flying around, but not all up in your face, buzzing around and whatnot. But let's get into today's points. First one being is the first rule in 12 Rules for Life. And the first rule is going to be stand up straight with your shoulders back. Now, with the other video that we did with the lobsters and the humans, this rule actually did apply within that. You're just gonna have to kind of pull it apart to find out where you should be standing up straight with your shoulders back. So if anything, apply this video with the last video and you'll definitely learn something out of it. All right, so the first sub point for the first point is going to be mentally sheltered kids and bullying. With kids that are mentally sheltered, that are put into this kind of state of the world is fantastic and there's nothing ever wrong with it, there's no problems with it at all, this puts kids into a sheltered state of mind for whenever they approach the real world, whenever they come across circumstances which are negative and not as positive as they've been brought up to in this world. They don't know how to react, and when they do react, they act in a timid fashion, which is because they are living in fear that if they go into some other route without any of the unicorns and rainbows, their whole life's going to shut down and nothing good is going to come of it. So this actually leads to a big problem whenever it comes to education, because these kids are brought up in a society where whenever they're put into groups of individuals that have different mindsets, that have been exposed to the badness, they don't know how to react, and usually whenever they get into these situations, they're most often the ones that are going to be bullied because they don't match with the same values as everyone else in the classroom. So now this part actually does relate to the last video, because these individuals that get bullied and are put into this kind of negative state where they don't know what they're doing wrong and they're just being raised in this life of rainbows and unicorns, they don't understand why they're being bullied. Whenever they get put into these situations, it is very, very, very bad, because it keeps enforcing those kind of behaviors to the point where they can't really be exposed to the negative aspect of life and work with the flow of life with that. In fact, whenever these kind of things happen, they tend to shut down mentally and kind of, I guess you can say, just cry about it and not know how to really act and take action. So to bullies, these individuals are super easy targets. I said that weird. But they are super easy targets, and for that, they're going to keep consistently picking on those individuals because they know they won't fight back. And bullies love fighting and picking on people that won't fight back because it's easy. No one's going to shut them down. Now, this enforces a very, very bad attitude for these individuals, these young kids that are being bullied, because they're just going to keep getting bullied and being put into these negative states. And with that, these individuals are going to keep going through these cycles and keep going through this kind of negativity and this bullying, which only enforces the bully to keep bullying. So the reason why this point is very big and why you should pick up on this if you're being bullied, if not, doesn't really apply to you, but still does apply to any other aspect in your life. So those individuals that keep getting bullied, they're most likely the individuals that walk around school, walk around in life, all slumped over and, kind of hiding their faces around because they're afraid. They don't know what's going to happen next. Who knows? They're going to be walking on the street. Someone might come up to them, beat the hell out of them, and take their stuff. And they're scared of that. That's why they kind of walk over with a slumped, shoulder and just keep walking like this and looking down, because they're afraid of what's going to happen next. So simply put, the body language that these bullied individuals are doing are just they're just feeding into that negative energy for those bullies to keep picking on them, because they are obviously easy targets based off their body language. Because of their negative body language, the language that's showing timidness and the scaredness aspect to it, these bullies recognize that and will keep picking on them, because those individuals are technically labeled as low status. Therefore, they're going to keep picking on them. And those individuals that are constantly being picked on, they are being put into an unconscious mindset, which just keeps enforcing them to keep living in this kind of lifestyle that no matter what they do, they have to live in a timid lifestyle because they just keep being bullied. Now, here's the way to flip it. Now, the way to flip this is just like in the first rule, the title of it, stand up straight with your shoulders back. This is super effective because it displays confidence. It displays dominance. It allows you to walk around feeling confident and healthy. And because of this, your mind is even put into an altered state where you are confident in everything you do. In fact, people around you will perceive this and will automatically assume that you are of higher status. Think about it. Whenever you see individuals, successful individuals such as millionaires and billionaires and whatnot, do you think they walk around slunched over and looking like crap? Hell no. They walk around with their back straight, shoulders back, because they are confident in everything that they have reached up upon to this point, because without it, they would have not gotten to where they are if they kept slouching around. They are not putting a positive energy into the universe. That's why they keep walking around, I guess you can say almost egotistical, because, you know, they have the money, they have the success that everyone else wants. Of course they're going to be confident and kind of walking cocky and whatnot, but at the same time, is it cockiness? Is it arrogance? I don't believe entirely so. I think, in fact, it's a healthy mindset to walk around with a good posture. With a good posture, it puts you into a good mood, and with a good mood, everyone else around you sees that, and because of that, they are more attracted to hang out with you and share their values with you. I myself can actually really relate to this. I used to be kind of the one individual that used to be bullied a lot back in high school and even earlier in high school, than high school. And I actually did walk around with my posture kind of really shitty because I was timid and I was shy of everyone. And I didn't know how to, walk into the world and totally be okay with everyone and walk confidently. I just couldn't do it. But over time, whenever I started reaching my, I guess you can say I started reaching my personal growth stage, whenever I started growing and whatnot, I started taking into account my posture and whatnot and how do I relate to other people in social dynamics. And because of this, I've actually gained a lot of friends because of my confidence in my posture. Oddly enough, whenever you're first meeting people, they judge you right away by how you're standing, by how your body language is, by how you're talking. There's a lot of things that come into play whenever you're first meeting someone. But whenever you first display yourself as a confident individual with your back straight and your shoulders back, everyone sees that and they know that you're confident in whatever you have to say. Thus, it is attractive to other individuals to come up to you and talk to you. I've learned this myself. In fact, in the dating game with relationships and whatnot, it is very attractive for ladies to see that in a man. Whenever they see a man that walks around confidently, it kind of turns them on because there's a lot of guys out there that are super nice and super shy and timid, and they are perceived as low status because they won't approach people because they're so ingrained in their heads, they're so self-conscious that they won't approach ladies in a confident manner. That's why, actually, interesting point, whenever you go into a social setting, don't be that guy. If guys are listening right now, do not be that guy that stands on the wall at the bar and just stares at ladies and does not say a single word. 1, you are a creep, and 2, you are not going to get laid, and 3, you're kind of perceived as low status, and therefore those girls will not talk to you. Even if you're a handsome dude, those girls won't want to talk to you. You are going to have to go out of your way and go confidently approach with your back straight and your shoulders back, displaying that confidence that you are totally okay with talking to those women without any repercussions because you are confident in living your life daily with a good posture. And for me, it's tough. It is tough to actually have a good posture all the time because I actually have scoliosis. Because of this, it's kind of hard to, walk around with a perfectly straight back and with my shoulders back because it gets uncomfortable after time. However, I do notice once in a while, whenever I do get to that state, whenever I start slouching, I know in my head it's kind of a tick like, dude, stand up straight, bear through the pain, just look good in front of everybody. That's what it comes down to. All right, at this point, I'm kind of beating a dead horse, but you get the point. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. super key point in any kind of life situation. Whenever you're going to meet people, just do that and you will be perceived as confident, and I guess you can say arrogant, and in fact it'll boost your ego because people will see this and you will feel good about yourself. So guys, follow that rule. I will tell you, it does help a lot in life. Ooh, look at that little doggy helping her out. What a helping hand. Jeez, my hands are super shaky. Look at the little cute doggy. Well guys, that's all I have left in today's video. Be sure to drop a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this video. Other than that, follow us on Instagram and please subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Keep being amazing and keep being great. Take care.